So why should you care about perfume prices?
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear.
Hey Zebra, could you tell me what a simple random sample is? I forgot.
Of course. In a simple random sample, each individual is chosen randomly and entirely by chance, such that each individual has the same probability of being chosen.
So how would you use it?
You could assign every elephant in the savannah a number and use a random digit table to select which elephants to use in your experiment.
Oh, hello Giraffe. Do you know what a stratified sample is?
My middle name is Stratified.
We don't have time for your dumb jokes, Giraffe. Just tell me what a stratified sample is.
Okay. A stratified sample is when the population is divided into subpopulations, also known as strata, and random samples are taken of each stratum.
Hello, do you know what a cluster sample is?
Of course, cluster sampling is a sampling technique where the entire population is divided into groups, or clusters, and a random sample of these clusters is selected. All observations in the selected clusters are included in the sample.
A bad sampling method would be convenient sampling. That's when you just grab the first person you see and ask them the question.
Brianna, do you like books?
No.
The consequences of poor sampling are not representing the entire population and sampling bias.
At Forest Park High School, a really good way to sample would be to number each one of the students and then randomly select them.
Hey Megan!
Hey Brianna!
I was wondering something.
What?
Do you know what the difference between an experiment and an observational study is?
Oh, an experiment has treatments implanted on the experimental units.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know.
Random replication. Control.
The first one would be random? Yeah, so you're just randomly selecting people
To make equal groups.
Yeah.
Okay. And the second one is replication.
So you want like more people, that way you can get more accurate data.
More data. Yeah. And control.
Well,
You need to have something to compare everything to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a completely random design, all experimental units are given at random among all treatments. In a randomized block design, experimental units are put into homogeneous blocks. The random assignment of each unit into the treatments is carried out separately with each block. In a matched pairs design...
Whoa, Rachel. Let me take this. We also had matched pairs for our design.
So matched pairs is a form of blocking when each subject receives both treatments in a random order, or the subjects are matched in pairs as closely as possible, and one subject in each pair receives each treatment determined at random. Looking back at your experiment, what would you modify or do differently?
Well, I say instead of a single blind, I would do a double blind experiment. And then I would also control the smells so that they don't mix together.
Good idea. Confounding variable would be that there's too many smells. Back on your experiment, what worked well?
Well, I would have to say the coffee, because the smells didn't mix together. And then also that we used blindfolding so that instead of using sight, they could just use smell. And we also used dice so that we could randomize whatever they were going to do, if they were going to have A, B, or C in what order.
Good thinking.
Thanks.